We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Despite him not running the ball well, they told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. He'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Gordon. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
He's brought down by...
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. From the gun, Barnett. Samuel bringing in the slant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 10.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Operating from the gun, Barnett. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first.
2nd and 4 at the Cardinals' 46-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On first down, Barnett. Open man is Samuel, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First down, 49ers.
Gordon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Looking to throw on second down. Barnett flushed out right. And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
It's the score, Niners 7, Cardinals nothing. Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Going right side here, and that's complete. 12 yards there and a 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals! Andy Isabella, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long.
There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
To throw on second down, Barnett, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. This is Gordon. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Looking to throw on second down. Barnett. There they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete, and he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Cardinals. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Come on now, let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen. It's time.
7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's got room. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Switch up, switch up.
Here's a run with Mixon.
Can't be denied.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Joe Mixon, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Barnett. Pass incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Barnett. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
San Francisco.
On 1st and 10, Barnett. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down. From the gun, Barnett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Barnett on the screen. This is Coleman. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
To throw on 2nd down, Barnett. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Come on. 56, Mike, 56. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray, this one caught by Isabella. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
A gain of 10.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Mike 5-4.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Curry. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
Let's go, tight.
Murray now on 1st down. That ball complete to Isabella. Isabella, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Barnett. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. play action. Barnett. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first.
49er first down.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Back to the air on second down. Barnett. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Third, the Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Operating from the gun, Barnett into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be second down. Well, he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
56.
A toss left, Mixon. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. On third down, Mixon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, first and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Throwing again on second and 10. Barnett. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. It'll be Murray on the keeper. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
On the play. Recovered by San Francisco.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
At the 22-yard line.
Throwing again. Barnett. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
And 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Final shot before break. Barnett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Set the tone.
To throw is Murray. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down.
The 48-yard line.
Let's go, D. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. Hang on.
Murray now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 10 more there and another 1st down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
56. Big stop, kid.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Eric Armstead, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Shotgun now from Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice... And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Reuben Foster picks it, and the return will stop right around the 25.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Curry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. And what's the ball?
To throw, it's Murray. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. There on the coverage, knocking that one away was Mike Edwards.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action. And a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Out of the shotgun, they run with Nixon. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Score Cardinals 31, 49ers 14. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Barnett. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. Nice pickup for a first down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 45-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Throwing on first down. Barnett. Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
49ers.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is trimmed down to 10.
O'Donnell set to kick off.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Number 20, and he'll scratch out only about A yard up to the 32.
Warner in on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Following the fumble recovery, Barnett. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. A quick throw complete out to Isabella. The 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
And 1.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They're going for it. It's Murray. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. From the gun, Barnett. Over the middle, complete. That's Coleman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They run it here with Gordon. And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
On first down, Barnett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
To throw on second down, Barnett. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right. And as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Looking left side, he's got it. Complete.
to number 16. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
On second down, it's Coleman, and he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Barnett got an open man. It's Washington. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
James Washington.
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Barnett.
Oh, we got plenty of fight, baby.
And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Cardinals.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
A gain of
a well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down.
Operating from the gun, Barnett. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Back to the air on second down. Barnett again looking for Samuel, this time the catch made. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 38-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And my goodness, another interception. Reuben Foster picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw it. Murray. Throw left side complete. It's Curry. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Play action. Now it's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he's got it. Touchdown. Oh, but there is a marker on the field. So now the question, who is this on? And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Arizona, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.